why we haven't been streaming and recording.
First of all, you.
Hmm?
Yeah. Yeah. Damn,
What?
wait, it went live instantly, but it didn't do like the little
Yeah,
10-second
no,
countdown
it
thing.
it did a 3, 2, 1. I cut it down
Oh shit. It's been you the whole time. Hold on.
the
Let
whole
me
time.
tweet it out so people can so you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't try to get out of this without people actually seeing it.
Wait, so you're saying
No?
it's not equal, like just living life, like oh damn.
Nah, I don't believe so. I went on vacation. I came back thinking, we're gonna get right into it. We're ready. You know what I'm saying? Took a little break. And then you just said you just wanted to stop doing it. And
That's not what I said. Why
I was
you lying?
really,
That's not
I
what I
was really,
said.
I was really confused. Really confused. I just let you do that. I
No,
said,
you
oh,
want to
Darien
know?
must have
You
something
went on
going
a
on.
Cliff went on a world tour,
That's a
and he
fucking
needed
lie.
that break though. You needed that break. You went took that cruise,
hmm
with your
hmm
fiance. You were gone for like 3 weeks.
My what?
Your fiance
Yo, it's not my fiance. I don't have a fiance. Hold on.
working towards something. I respect it. Um,
What is happening over there?
you can't see Linux. Can you see Linux behind me?
Oh yeah.
She just went away.
She walked. Where has she been walking?
But yeah, we back, man. For the new year, give you that content, 6 pot content, and we have a
Mhm.
lot to discuss. The last time we recorded was probably like the end or beginning of November, maybe end of October. But yeah, what did you want to start with, Cliff?
Obviously the Eagles, the Sixers can wait if I want to talk about them at all.
Yeah, we got
No, it's,
to.
no, it's
But
crazy.
yeah,
They're not even that bad. It's just like
no, they're not.
just whatever. So Eagles class first seed, hype. See the NFC, hype. Jalen should be the MVP, but he won't. They're gonna give it to Pat. Um,
Do you think that's fair?
I don't know. Like Pat is Pat, so it's like they can just keep giving it to him if they want. But like, hopefully the voters get tired, even though he only has one, right?
Just the one.
But like he just does it every. So hopefully the voters like, all right, fuck him. But it's like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
And I think it honestly depends too. Like, what is your like definition of like most valuable player? Is it like offensive player of the year, or is it like truly like the most valuable cog of that team? Which is like to me, I think it's undeniably those three guys, right? Pat, Josh, and Jalen. But even more so
Mhm.
this season, I think because we were slated to be so fucking bad,
Mhm.
and then we outperformed because of how great Jalen was, like the leap that he took. I just like if he didn't get hurt, I think it's his to have. 100%.
Yeah. And then the injury of him being hurt, and you see how we played those two games.
Yeah.
The Dallas game was a fluke because Minshew sucks. But like you see, like we couldn't win games without him, and we look like a completely different team. Even with all those people saying, oh, it's the weapons and all that shit. No, you can get a QB as many weapons as you want, but if the QB sucks, the weapons don't matter.
Bro, Minshew, he didn't so he was night and day, but also too, I think too that's it's a tell to how bad Dallas is. I think Dallas is a good team, but like that defense is incredibly overrated. I think they give up more big plays than most teams, and
Mhm.
like they had Gardner looking like a god at certain points, and then also like when they pinned their tails back or heads back and just blitzed him, he looked like a benched player.
Yeah.
I think what at the end of that fourth quarter, he drove down, and then he threw the ball away 4 times when we got to the 20-yard line or some shit like that. I was like,
Yes.
yo, he doesn't look like a NFL player.
Even I was getting the supposed game 5. Wait, was that what you were just talking about, or were you talking about the
No,
just
the
throughout
yeah,
the game?
yeah.
So all right, no, so I was going to talk even the last play, like he wasn't pressured like he thought he was. He like created
Mm,
pressure in his head
mm-hmm.
and ended up throwing it to the back of the end zone when Devontae Smith was wide open for like a first down,
Yeah,
and then we would have had to go like 3 yards. And I think we had one more timeout left, but like he just like you can get like I said, you can get a QB all the weapons you want. If QB sucks, it won't. But that's why I think Jalen should be the true MVP. And you see how the Eagles offense reacted yesterday, even though they called like a real basic game plan yesterday. But you see
yeah.
how more explosive they looked yesterday
It was
with
super vanilla. Like they were,
yeah.
it's just like the team in general just like rallies behind like just his type of leadership and his energy. Like that
Mhm.
team is night and day. And like I'm not like tripping off like dropping back to back, and then calling some vanilla shit to beat the Giants, like a team that you're way better than. Like, and also like they're like, yeah, he's clearly still hurt. Yeah, bitch, he sprained his
Mhm.
shoulder two weeks ago. Like, have you ever hurt yourself? Like, you don't. It's like it's a pain tolerance thing. Like he's going to be hurt for months. Like a
Mhm.
shoulder sprain just doesn't go away overnight. Um, but like, yeah, he's human. Like he's going to, and he also too, like when you get hurt a certain way, Cliff, like like you're going to you're gonna play different. I don't want to put myself
Mhm.
in same position to get hit in that shoulder again. I'm gonna have some type of like subconscious precautions to how I'm sliding. Like he left the pocket like 2 or 3 times yesterday, and I've never seen that boy slide that quick.
Yeah,
Ever.
he was sliding quick as hell too. I was like, all right, yeah. I was
Ever.
thinking like, is he still hurt or like, is he like just on some I can't get hurt
I can't
again
get hurt
type?
again,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever worse than whatever it currently is, as opposed to like
Mhm.
Carson. He's coming back from major injuries and just still doing that
Doing the
dumbass
same
shit.
shit.
You know what I'm
Just keep
saying?
getting hurt.
Yeah, bro. Like he's a smart player, and like I don't know, man. I feel good, bro. Like, but before we get into our predictions, yeah, I do think Pat. I think it's his MVP. I think if Jalen doesn't get hurt, he wins MVP. But like, I could care less. I just want to win it all. But topic of discussion on Twitter and in our group chats and probably other group chats as well is Darius Slay and
I was gonna bring him up.
how. What so thoughts?
Um,
I like Slay.
bro, I was gonna
We
say
all do.
I was gonna say this. I like Slay, so I don't want to sit here and like slander him,
Hmm.
but he hasn't been good. Like it's
Hmm.
just a fact. But like you can't not be good and then get on Twitter and then be like, y'all don't know football or like get
Hmm.
mad. Like, bro, we
I
can
hate it when
see
they do
you.
that. I hate
Like,
it when they do that. I hate it when they do that.
I don't like, but I don't know, like, bro, we can see you.
Mhm.
So it's like, don't act like we don't talk about we don't know we're watching. Out of all fans know what they're watching. Like we're not
Yeah.
dumb. Like you've been getting cooked. It's okay. Like we don't see you getting cooked, and then it just makes it mad because like after he gets cooked, he'll smile about it. Like
Yeah.
stop
Yeah.
the fuck. So and I think it was like some stat he was like bottom corners like giving up, not giving up the most yards, but it was like something like he was allowing like a lot of completions, or it was like something
Hmm.
where it wasn't like bad, but it was like, bro, this is the slave before that was a completely different slate than what we have now.
He's like middle of the pack type shit.
Yeah, yeah. Slave
Slaving
looking
looking
like
like
Ronald
Ron.
Darby. I don't want to call him Ronald Darby, bro, because it's not like he gets cooked consistently all game, bro. It's just like he'll let up that one pass where you're like, bro, what the fuck?
But also too, it's like, all right, obviously we feel a certain type of way. You can't blame the fans because like it's like we have very high expectations for a guy like yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then when that motherfucker that we played last night hadn't completed a pass in his career.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when you give up a bomb to him, when you get baited on a double route or in like he had a pick six that went through his hands. I'll give him that one.
Mm-hmm.
But like you just gotta be better. And it's just not that wasn't a one-off performance. It was like coming into the playoffs, you want to like, and he said it too. He's like, I'm smiling because which I think is a cop out. I think it's a very like political answer. He's like, I'm smiling because I've never been to the second round, never had the first round bye, never been a number 1 seed. Like, cool, but like also like there are moments when you're smiling like and getting like done up, like 3rd and 30 against the Dallas Cowboys, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you smiling? Ty just came off the couch. You illegal touching or some whatever they call it, and like
Yeah,
that's the game. That's the game.
Mm-hmm. But
And
it's just
if that doesn't happen, you have now more rest for Jalen Hurts. If we win
mm-hmm.
that game, you have more rest for Robert Quinn. CJG doesn't have to come back. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like little things like that. I think it's just like the culmination of like frustration for folks. It's like you kind of cost us that one.
Yeah, and it's like you said, it's not this is not off performance. Like we if it was a performance, we would have been fine. Like when he got, because this has been happening since he got done up by Terry McLaurin. But we
Mm-hmm.
let that slide because like, all right, it's Terry McLaurin. Slay
Yeah.
just had a bad game, whatever. But then it continued to happen. And it wasn't like bad games, just like bad moments he's
Yeah.
having with like even the Bears game. Remember the Bears game was supposed to be over with. And Slay let up that touchdown in the back of the end zone. Where you're like, all right, bro, like, come on, then the TY stuff
Tighten up.
happened when he got the flag. Then the 3rd and 30, which probably wasn't his fault. It was Josiah Scott's fault. But then you have like Kenny Galladay. It's like, bro, it's you are all of these. Like every picture is you're there. So like tighten up, bro. And it's like I'm not gonna blame everything on him, but it's like you gotta stop. They shouldn't be targeting you. Like if it was Bradbury, I'm like, all right, whatever. Like Bradbury is not our number one corner.
Who's been consistent all season. He looked good last night. Even his bad games are good games. He's looked great, and hopefully we get Maddox back. Who's glass? I fuck with him though, but he's glass.
He was the picture they took last night. He's still in a walking boot. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I mean,
that Lane Johnson HGH should be all right.
Bro, they're gonna pump Lane with so much HGH. Bro,
he's on the
shit.
Big drugs, big drugs, big drugs. Yeah. Also, too, like the pass was to Kenny Galladay. Kenny Galladay has what 3 catches this season? Like they refused to play him.
His first touchdown as a Giant.
And he's getting paid what 70, 90, something crazy.
Yeah,
and you're laughing about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah, and it probably would like if you just don't laugh, like you show that you pissed off that happened. Like you haven't been bad, you've just been like mid.
That's it. And it's not the same. It's not a 1-to-1 comparison. But what was Buddy? Who was it? That we signed, and they read the stats back to him. He was like, "Damn, he had 200." Like, I want you to care a little bit more. Remember, what was the DB's name? And they were like,
"It's not Namdi. It's not."
Was it Buddy with the afro?
Byron Maxwell.
Was it him?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
I think it was Byron.
Probably was because Byron fucking sucked.
I forget who it was, but he was like, "Oh wow, like bro, be a man." Like
yeah,
Slay's I'm not questioning his manhood. I know he's an ultimate competitor, but like, yeah, I think it was Byron Maxwell. But like at this point of the year, like the Kikian and friendship shit, like, bro, I don't know, just have a little pride and locking them down a little bit.
Like the aha, you got me. No,
yeah, no, fuck that,
man.
Especially not against Dallas. Especially not against Dallas.
Yeah, bro, they cut that shit out. But I mean, bright spots. Devontae is now the Eagles' leading receiver in receptions, passing. Well, he didn't know he's just behind Zach Ertz, but he's the leader for wide receivers. And AJ Brown is the leading yards, leading wide receiver in yards. All Eagles all time, passing Mike Quick with 1496. So, are they the best? Throw in the league? Maybe. Tariq. The only comp I would give them is Tariq and Waddle.
That's it.
Like,
and I didn't look at their numbers, but I know they had both had crazy numbers, and Tua missed hella games. I'd only give them the edge, but that's just also too. It's like system. Like, it's what do you want? Like, I think our guys are more possession guys, whereas Tua and or Tyreek and Waddle are just more like go route.
So Dave was talking about that if Waddle was better than CD and Devontae, and then I was saying yeah at first. I was like the shit that Waddle does is crazy, but like me and Dave was like, well, is he just really fast and he could just outrun everybody? Because like you never see Waddle like making like a crazy catch. It's always like Smitty and CD.
I take CD. I really hate CD.
You do?
I do.
I wanted CD.
He's tough. I think that's probably why he's cocky as shit, but he's really fucking good. He be cooking the shit out of us,
bro. No, he runs to the slot, so I'm not giving him.
So I try not to hold dudes accountable to like where they maximize their potential, especially slot guys, because Kupp just had one of the best seasons ever of all time last season. He was out of the slot
running.
Yeah. But he's also really talented.
He's good. CD is good too. I'm just saying, like
I'd take CD over Jalen though, to answer your question for sure.
Waddle, yeah.
I wouldn't take CD over. I don't know. If Devontae was the number one in Dallas, I think he'd be doing the same things Devontae or CD's doing. Probably better.
Yeah, I think Devontae is a better receiver. The shit I tweeted last night. I think Devontae is a better receiver than AJ. Overall receiver. I think AJ is AJ is very, very everything he does is because he's big as shit. Like go route. He's only going to run he's only going to run a slant. That's why when Trey bit on the slant on that double move, I was like, I did the same shit because I'm not expecting him to do no double move.
Yeah,
So like, and everything is like, he's never open on the go ball. He's just strong as hell. So he just
bro. They need him. Whatever they need to do to make sure he don't get cut. Like massage that man's quads, hamstrings. Like he be getting fucking ran down every time. But like he be looking like he's going fast as shit. And then you look up and like, yo, how did they just close that gap like that? That should have been a touchdown. That double move on Trayvon or Diggs. That's a touchdown. That's game. If you think about it.
But the thing is, like, he runs fast and like he'll
Yeah.
catch it and like start off fast.
Maybe it's a stamina thing.
Slow down. I don't know what it is, bro. He just too strong. Like maybe he got too much muscle.
Because he's the same size as Debo, right? Bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was faster.
Debo doesn't get caught often.
I thought he was faster, bro. I don't know what it is. He's good as shit though, but like I just thought he was way faster than that. Like
I'd say Devontae is more skilled for sure.
Mhm.
But they're also just two different dudes, right? In the way they play. Devontae be getting blown the fuck up.
Cause he thinks he's bigger than what he is, bro.
He don't be dropping the passes though. And the ones he do drop is like it's like when Steph misses a three, it's like super uncharacteristic. Like I take those with a grain of salt, but like AJ when he drops those, I'm like that he was known for that in Tennessee sometimes, and he's known for fighting for yak and fumbling. But you take the good with the bad with really good players like that. So
yeah, I don't have no issue. Bro, we getting gas. Yeah, bro, it's like he'd be tired. Like he'd be like, all right, I ran the route. That's all I got. So I ran in and caught the ball. That's all I got.
You gotta throw him go routes only when you're past the 50, because if you throw him a go route on the other side of the field, he's gonna get
he's getting easily too.
He's
like it's like you be hoping like, but please just get like you just hope the defender just give up. Like all right,
yeah,
like you got torch. Just
I'm like, bro, I'm rising out of my seat. I'm like, and then I sit back down. I was like,
because you see the defender just. He's like, shit. He don't look back. He don't try to speed up nothing. He just can't run his speed.
He don't hit
like,
turbo.
Bro, just like pick it up.
He's spamming everything but turbo. Stiff arm, spin moves, no turbo. Devontae had a catch last night. I just knew he was gonna get blasted when he was juggling the football. I was like, God, please go down.
Bro, please go down. Like, yo, please just catch the ball, bro, or like smash it down, do something.
I wanted us to get out of that game just healthy. Because I said this last last year at this point. I was like, at the beginning of the season when we were winning a lot of games straight, I was like, our only and it's the NFL in general, but specifically for us, like our biggest Achilles heel would be injuries. If it happened, we'd start to lose some games. And you saw like, I don't know, Blankenship played decent in CJ's absence, but you can't put what's the boy's name back there?
Josiah Scott.
No, 42.
Oh, Kevon Wallace.
Oh no, bro, you can't put him back there.
Bro, did you the onside kick last night? You see how it didn't go past the 10? He ran past like up before it got to the 10 and tried to get it and then lost.
Yes.
I was like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with him?
I don't know, bro. I had high hopes for him. He coming out of Clemson too.
I did too. Man. He was supposed to be on the pod, but he's a hoe. So.
Like, I remember that.
He's a hoe.
Like the New Year's before last. I remember hitting us up, yo.
He was on Twitter on public. Yeah, I'll join.
Right.
AJ has a long stride, but isn't quick or fast. For example, he would have an I-40, but poor. Yeah, bro, he's just strong. He's strong as hell.
Yeah. Boys are back. Chris, on Twitter.
I be on Twitter. It's the other boy that don't. Well,
let me tell you, no, for real, man. Like I've just lost, and I don't know if it's what's changed. I've just lost the want to tweet as much as I used to.
Yeah, I'm the same way. If it's not about sports, I don't really like.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't know. Like even when folks be arguing, they were like, "Bro, shut the fuck up!" Like somebody said something to me. It was some little high school kid who was just like, "Football is a tough sport. You know what he signed it up for?" I'm like, "Bro, pick your battles. This is like not the time to like." And then he had his email address and his phone number in his bio. I told him I was going. What did I say? I said something around like stand by. He probably thought I was gonna call his high school bitch. I don't give a fuck. It's just dumb. It's just I don't know. Maybe I'm not as cynical as I used to be, and like I think Twitter's a very cynical place. Just very like you always consistently got to dunk on somebody. I just don't got the energy for it.
I really don't, bro. I mean,
I miss
be
like
in
the very beginning of Twitter, bro, when you just literally just tweet whatever was on your mind. Now you can't do that.
Mm-hmm. And everybody has something to say. I'll be in a group that's for the group. I don't say it on Twitter. I don't say it in public because my takes be hot in that group chat. All right.
Yeah, you can't slander Embiid on Twitter.
Mm-mm.
No.
And I'll be saying, but like the group chat, no, it just be the group chat allows me to be who I like. I'm saying who I am, like in the moment type fan, and I can say whatever I want. They understand, like I'm not serious. So and then we all talk like that in the group chat, but you can't tweet like that like all the time. I do about the Eagles, like when AJ had that fumble. Did he fumble Dallas? Whoever he fumbled second week in a row.
Dallas.
And I was tweeting like, bro, get him off the team.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't
hyperbole. Like it's obvious. He's our best offensive player. Like why take anything I'm saying literally? We're 8-0 at that point. Whatever the fuck we were. You know what I'm saying? Like
people just want to be. They just want to like. It's okay if your take is not right. Like you're not 100% right, bro. Just be a fan, yo. Just.
I think it's an internet thing too. I think I'm just jaded from the internet. I'd much rather just like if you just imagine us having that conversation in person. Would you talk to me like that? I would talk to you like that. That's how I get down. But would you talk to me like that?
That's what I'm saying. Like I tweet how
you wouldn't. Like, so it's like, why am I wasting my time being a fake tough guy? I can't punch you through the internet. So it's like,
that's why I just tell people to shut up, or I just be like, I just say okay, and then I'll just say something about the Abby.
Word. It's like, all right, guy, like you win.
Like,
go ahead, cool points for that.
But yeah, like here's the attention you asked for.
For sure. Back to you slandering Embiid. So I don't have specific slander about Embiid. Just why it's on top of my mind because we haven't, recorded in a while, so it's a lot to discuss. But one thing specifically that we didn't cover was when Embiid was like, yeah, people wanted me traded, or something like that to that effect. And I'm kind of just like, bro, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just who?
Yeah, bro. Nothing.
Who cares? Was that? I didn't. What was the context?
Well, of him saying like people want me traded.
Yeah. People wanted me traded. Was it an interview?
A reporter asked him like he was doing like a thing. I thought it was like a sit down interview, and the reporter was like, "Do you think people want you traded?" And then he was like, "Yeah, I think some people will want me traded." But it's like, nigga, it's not for. I hate when athletes like it's not for no reason, bro. Like we like a lot of people don't want you traded, and then the people that do have a very good reason to why they wanted you traded. Like it's not for nothing. Like you're not averaging 50, and we're undefeated. Like we've run on a 16 game winning streak, and people are like, no, you still gotta trade them. Like no, we had a losing record at the point at that time. Like,
and it's like, I'm obviously we're speaking from a very emotional place. It's like, all right, if we lose if we're on a 5-game losing streak and you turn the ball over again in the fourth quarter, I snap. Like something has to give. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that his points are empty, but like we need like remember that portion of his of was it season last year, year before last, when like I think he was leading the league in like fourth quarter scoring. But he was also averaging like 4 turnovers in the fourth quarter. It's just like, bro, like it's a give and take, man. But like just stop being emotional and stop thinking like you are above accountability. I think that's what it is with a lot of these athletes, and kind of circles back to Slay. It's like, bro, as much as we love you, like you're also like not above criticism. Like you can be an amazing player, but at the same time, like it's Philadelphia.
When you fuck up, we're gonna say something about it. Like we're not just gonna let you slide like oh, I'm bad game. Like no, we're gonna say something. And especially if you're having consecutive bad games and making the same mistakes that you were making before, we're gonna say something. Like it's not soft.
Not the game before, but the same mistakes from 3 years ago. So it's like if you still can't fill a double team, you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
It's not even like if you still think that you have to be like you are the focal point. Come a stretch of a game and you're starting the offense or the point guard and you're doing all this dribbling and shown that in fourth quarters that you're gonna turn the ball over. Like you don't have the best decision making. We got a point guard to do that. Go get your shit off the rebound, go get it off the rim, or post up. You should never, within 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, be anywhere near the 3-point line. You too damn big for that. So it's like just learn from your mistakes. Like we're asking you to do is learn from your mistakes. Like it was cool you was doing it before. Okay, we just expect you better. Learn from me, Mr. One.
Yeah, he said that the 2021 season was hilarious because we all knew it was fake. It's the number one seed. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, they better get packed the fuck up. I don't give a damn about anything that's happening right now. Don't care.
Nope. Nobody thought they was winning the chip. I just wanted them to get out the second round.
Well,
I just knew they was getting out the second round. We was making plans to tailgate the ECF. I'm like, that's all I want, bro. That's all to get out the second round. I just knew they was getting around, and I just
bro, we're the only team that hasn't
disappointed.
touched the ECF yet. Bucks are always there. Miami's been there a couple times. Who I'd say we're more talented than, but they always get there. Even the fucking Hawks have been there. Who else am I missing? Bucks, Celtics live there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, can we just get one? As much shit as we talk, you know what I'm saying? As great as you claim to be, like, can you just get there one time? You can, and like from that standpoint, if you kind of put yourself in the fans' shoes, it's like obviously we're frustrated when we look around and we're probably more talented than a lot of these rosters, but we still haven't gotten past the second round in the 5-6 years you've been a opponent team. That's a fair. If people did want you traded, that's fair.
Like I said, it's a perfectly good excuse to why people want to trade it.
And but to your point too, it's like more of us don't want you traded. So it's like, stop being sensitive.
Yeah, like I can sit here and say I want you traded all I want, but that's just me speaking from nothing has changed. Like something has to give. Do I want you gone? No. Actually, like a top how the fuck am I
top five?
You're a top 5 basketball player in the world, bro. I don't want you gone. But like, I also understand, like, okay, this isn't working.
Yeah.
So something, like you said, something that has to give. But I mean, that goes into. I was going to ask you. So, what can? So I tweeted the other day, like, I don't know what the Sixers can do at like the deadline, or I don't know what they can do at all to prove the roster. I think at this point, it's like. It's no more, bro. Like the team is pretty good. Like the depth is there. Like players are playing out of it. D'Anthony Melton is playing out of his mind. Shake is playing well.
Shake
is playing well. Like when is it going to be? All right, you have to put the team in your back. Like your superstars have to show up. Like when is it going to be? Okay, they have the team, and Embiid and Harden have to be superstars. Be what we have them for.
I mean, look, they have 24 wins. Almost 10 games above 500. That 24 is the 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th most wins in the league. I feel like they're in the same exact place they always are. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like when you prioritize, like they're like PJ Tucker's his value, you're not going to see to the playoffs. It's like, guys, we've seen, like, stop talking to me like we started watching basketball last night. Like we've seen
We're not
his
only
value
Sixers fans
on other teams and like lack thereof. Like I've seen him get dropped off by KD. So it's like if we're saying like we want to utilize him as our point of attack, main point of attack defender in the second round in the ECF, like I think it's gonna be a long series for us. Like I don't think I like PJ, but outside like the hustling and like the gritty offensive rebounds and shit, like when you out hustle people in the regular season who don't give a fuck about the regular season, it's like I'm not that impressed. And also like there was a stretch of time where he's not as consistent corner 3 specialist anymore. It's just like, and he's 38.
Yeah, like we're asking entirely too much of him. But it's like, so even with so the PJ Tucker thing is concerning, but like even so, like do you team is a contender?
Do I see this team as a contender?
Yeah. Like when is it going to be? So all right, so what do you think they can do anything to improve the roster, or is it's time for Embiid and Harden to just show up?
So we're screwed. The roster is the roster. I don't think they can do anything to improve the roster unless they
even if they wanted to, though. That's what I'm saying. Even if they wanted to, do you think there's nothing? So what I'm saying is I don't think there's anything that they can do to where like I have more confidence in them.
Oh,
because I think the team is pretty good right now. There's nothing they can do to where I'm like, okay, I have more confidence unless they're adding another star, which is not, You know what I'm saying? That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah,
So
unless they add like a player who's better than Tobias, which they won't.
mhm,
I'd much rather them lock in with this group and gain some like continuity, which is like has been a a, a thing that we've been missing for a few years. Um, that said, do I think they're better or deeper than the Celtics or the Nets or the Bucks? I do think we're better than the Cavs. Um, but I mean, if you're a top 3 seed, that I guess by definition you're a contender. Do I
mhm.
think that they can win the championship? No, unless like it's like those guys are our stars have to be consistent. And what I think is we're beating the table for the same thing every year. It's like
Mhm.
James has to show up. James like sometimes like he acts like he's like going through the motions, which is like I don't think very
Mhm.
inspiring for either a fan base or teammates, and probably Doc too. It's like how do you coach a guy like that? It's tough because he does seem like he's going through the motions. Like, and I don't want that to translate to the playoffs. But have we seen him turn it up in the playoffs recently? No.
I mean, he won us that game in where's
Toronto,
Miami?
like
No, it was
in
the
Miami,
Miami,
right?
the Miami, the 30-point game. It was at home. It was game
Mhm.
5, I think, or game 4. I don't know.
And
Game 4
those
was game 4. Game
hamstrings
4
were
was game 4.
cooked.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I mean, I get what you're saying. So you're saying
Yeah.
like, basically, you're
He
saying what
summed
I'm
it up. He
saying.
said the bulk of the Sixers issues are it's a mindset thing. It's we have a
Mhm.
roster, and I think that's why we're so jaded. It's like we can compete with all like we beat the shit out of the Nets. Like when they
Mhm.
wanted to, they beat the hell out of them. Like when they want to compete, they can be one of the best teams in the league. Do I think the Nuggets are the best team in the West? No, but they probably try harder, so they're number one in the number 1 seed right now.
Mhm. And then that's I mean, that's what it is with me. All it is like it's time for Embiid and Harden to
Yeah,
carry. It's really it's really what it is, bro. I watch Giannis have a
he's on some
generational
He's on
playoff
some MVP
series
shit right now.
right now. Yeah, but even
Yeah,
when they won the championship, Giannis was generational. You wasn't
yeah.
going in. You wasn't looking at that series saying, "Oh my God, Chris Middleton is snapping. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God."
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck did they? Who did they have on that team at that time? Like a role player? Like was it Grayson Allen or no? They didn't have Grayson Allen. He was on the Bucks. The Bucks. But saying, "Oh my God, this role player snapping." You're saying
Mm-hmm.
their superstar franchise player is playing like he should be playing in
Mm-hmm.
the NBA
Mm-hmm.
Finals.
Mm-hmm.
We have never said that about Embiid in the
And
playoffs.
when you check the stats though, like I think Embiid's like playoff stats are actually really good, but they're empty. Like if we're gonna call
Mm-hmm.
a spade, I think he averaged like 30 and 10 against the uh, Celtics, but we got swept. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
we need you to do things to like, and they game plan to let you have those buckets. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be the player to like make your teammates better. Do you think he's that player to make his team better? I think that's the question. Does he
Joel,
make his team better?
up until 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, where he decides he thinks I have
Mm.
to do everything myself. That's literally what it is, bro. He plays
Hmm.
so well before, like him and Harden play so well before that 5 minutes. They go off, they find their teammates, they move the ball, but it's just like under that little minute window when we need to win the game, their mindset switches
Mm-hmm.
back to or Embiid rather. No, it's Embiid and Harden. Their mindset
Yeah.
switches to I need to do this by myself, and it's like that's not how we get his point. So
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't think of the last time I saw, and to make a one-to-one comparison, I've seen Giannis pass out to Grayson. Well, recently, I think he hit Grayson Allen. I think Giannis had like 40, 20 and 10 or something crazy, and still
Mm-hmm.
made the correct pass and play to an open man. Um, to Grayson Allen, they won a game, right? I can't correct me if I'm wrong. Chat, tell me, Cliff, tell me, when was the last time you saw James or Embiid let anyone else take a shot that mattered in the fourth quarter, win the game on the line, regardless of like spacing, anything? I've seen Embiid take a game with a shot with like 3 motherfuckers in his face.
And he doesn't care, bro. He like Dave said, he wants to win it alone. Like he wants to be like, I did this by myself. Like, bro, but nobody has done that. Like you're gonna get triple team. Like if you get the ball on the perimeter, everybody's gonna collapse on you. Know, like these things. You won't switch it up. You won't say, okay, I'll set a pay a decoy. Like you just won't. He just won't, bro. And it's like, why? Like that's not you were playing before this little 5 to 3 minute stretch where we needed to win. You were playing completely different, and now it's just like he wants to win alone, but then blame his teammates when it failed. Yep, that's exactly what he want to do.
It's frustrating, man. 'Cause I really fuck with him, but I think you just gotta be honest about players' flaws. And like I think he's one of those guys. Like there's probably like 2 or 3 guys that are in the league, and they're oddly enough champions who are very honest about what they can't do. Steph knows he's not a lockdown defender. Are you gonna see Steph traveling with the best player on the other team? Fuck no. He's gonna let somebody else do it. Giannis knows he probably has no business taking a jump shot with T-minus 5 seconds left in the game. He's gonna queue up the next best guy to take the shot. Yeah, it sucks, man. But that's the reason why guys like, I don't think Luka will ever win. I don't think and like the Lukas, the Embiid, like the people who want to like, and it's like it's a Kobe mentality thing, like, and I get it, like I'm that guy, they paid me to do this, but like also like you can make the best play. I know we gave I got my jokes off too when LeBron let Danny Green take that game winning shot. It was the right play, you know what I'm saying? But like Embiid not doing that. He's not.
Never. And it's like it's not like it's not even like a last shot thing, bro. Like it's like he does, like I said, he will do it for the stretch of this point where we need to win the game. Bro, like you don't have to, right? Like, we specifically got a point guard for you not to do this. And we got somebody who was able to make those shots, create those shots, and you're just ignoring it. So maybe it's a Doc Rivers thing. But like,
no, it's always a Doc Rivers thing. But also I hate it when people were like, when what was the last game? I just be watching the timeline going to every time we're about to lose a game. Oh, this is Doc Rivers. Like, no, not. I think it was the Pacers or some shit. Maybe. And which game were we up a lot and we barely ended up winning? Was it the Pacers?
Pacers, yeah.
And
they came back. Yeah.
I was like, guys, like, not everything. Like, sometimes these grown ass men have to motivate themselves. Like, it's at the end of the day, like, Doc's a horrible coach. Should have been fired 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But spades are spades. So you got to play with the was it the Clippers?
Was it Clippers?
The Clippers? Probably. It happens a lot.
It was definitely the Pacers too. It was up there 13 in the fourth with like 6 minutes to go.
Yeah. I think it was the Clippers too. We only won by 5. But it's like, you expect your stars like to be coaches on the floor as well, right? You don't expect them to like let their shoulders droop and not be the energy for a team. Like you very rarely see Giannis do that. You very rarely see Steph Curry moping. Unless it's like in the playoffs when his wife said she just watched him cheat him out of the game. But like very rarely do you see him get out of character. But that's why it's like when people rattle off like the number of superstars in the league, those are things I think about. I'm like, those guys aren't superstars. They're great players. Like superstars, like the Giannis, the Currys, LeBron.
Yeah, if you won a chip, you're a superstar in my eyes. But like, I don't know, man. But
I felt so bad for Tobias when because there was a point right this season where Embiid and Harden were out, right? It was just Tobias like lead the team, and he was having so much fun. You can see the ball was popping, like they were getting up and down the floor. And then you come back, like literally the next game. I think I texted you, Cliff. I was like, damn, I genuinely like coming from like a seasoned Tobias slanderer. I felt bad for the guy. Like he couldn't dribble more than like twice. He was like relegated to being the spot up guy again. Like it was funny to watch because they just ISO shit.
It's the I hate the offense that they run when their shots are falling. It's cool, but it's like we don't get anything easy. It's either a Embiid pull up jumper, Harden step back, or it's just Harden Embiid pick and roll. It's literally all we do. Is no ball movement, no off ball movement. And people want to get mad when they're like, Maxey should come off the bench because Harden, which is fucking stupid. Maxey should never come off the bench. But it's like Maxey just corner with when Harden and Embiid are playing. Well, it's because our offense is fucking dumb. Like,
what are you watching?
Yeah, like it's like everybody's just ISOing, and then like Maxey will try to get it out on like the break or something. But it's like it's not even, I can't even just blame Harden and the beat. It's literally our offense. Like, well, if Harden ends up passing the ball, he will not move. He'll pass it and stand there, and then that allows the next player like Tobias will ISO or like Maxey will ISO, and it's like, why am I watching this shit? But then the team is down. All right, 2 dribbles. I don't got it. Pass, screen away, come down screen. All like so much movement on offense. On the other side, it's just like, all right, they are easy to guard. We just got to make sure they don't hit shots.
So I understand why people do say bench Maxey or bring him as a 6th man. I get it when this our starting offense is literally PNR, James and Embiid. Like nobody else touches the rock. If that's your argument, I get it. But if not, like no, it doesn't make sense because Maxey was dropping 20 something points a game prior to, and in spite of the offense being ISO heavy. So I hear both arguments, but also like Melton will have games where it seems like he can't miss, and then he'll have games where I'm like, why is he a starter? Because he's not taking shots.
And then you can't say his defense because the Sixers were a top 5 defense before Maxey went out. So it's really I don't
everything on paper. We have everything. Everything you would need to want to win a championship. I get it. I only thing I probably disagree with is paying PJ that money. I would have done something else with it. I would have cut Furkan and kept Isaiah Joe. Not many more other moves I would have not been supportive of. I think we have everything that you would need outside of like a true point guard. Like we still don't have that, but James is quasi tweener. And he'll still get you the assists and spread the floor or what have you. But it's a mindset, man. That's what it comes down to, mindset. And then your coaching staff holding you accountable to lead, be a leader of men.
Yeah, they can absolutely do it. It comes down Joel Embiid and James Harden, and Joel has to be healthy, and that's really what it comes down. Like he has to be healthy. If he's not healthy again,
so what's the deal? What's up with this foot?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. They were saying it was day to day. Then Doc came out and said there's no time frame for him to come back. I don't know, bro. It's just another Embiid injury that we gotta deal with and figure out. And is he really hurt? Is he not? His shoulder was messed up earlier in the season. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's like I can't really enjoy the Sixers how I want to because like at the end of the day, if they don't get past the second round, like nothing matters. Nothing that they do in the regular season matters.
And we've been preaching that, beating the table. It's like we've been here. We know how this story typically ends when you see a Sixers team win 50 games and then underperform. So time will tell. But back to the Eagles, man. Yeah, Jaden Springer's still in somebody's spot. He might be the worst draft pick.
He sucks, yo.
In recent history in the first round for us. He's horrible.
Yeah, he sucks, bro.
You know what y'all sound like? What we sound like?
What? He said, I remember people on Twitter was fucking telling me, you gotta let him bloom. Shut up.
Arguing me down.
Fuck up.
Do you know what his wingspan is? Bitch, I don't care.
Sucks.
I don't care. Can he dribble? God damn. All right. What are your predictions, Cliff? For not just the Eagles, but playoffs and how this shakes out?
I think here's
a full
Vikings.
bracket. Hold on.
Yeah. Can we pull it up or no? Sixers are the Cowboys of the NBA. Bitch, shut up.
Damn.
No, the Cowboys are the Cowboys. All right. Just a terrible fan base. It's a terrible team.
Sixers fan base sucks too. We say it all the time.
No.
Sensitive, overbearing, crazy expectations, not realistic.
I would never compare myself to a Cowboys fan.
You're right. I'm tripping. So AFC, we have Chargers at Jacksonville.
That's for the AFC.
Yeah, Dougie P.
The only good game out of that would be Chargers Jacksonville. Jacksonville kind of sucked, but they got a cop out with that fumble.
Yeah,
which I thought Trevor was hooping though. He has, but not that game. He was selling.
Nah, he was selling.
So he was just like fuck it, I just don't want to go to the playoffs, I guess. But until they got that fumble, but
Yeah.
that should be a good game. Herbert versus Trevor
Trevor.
Lawrence, but other than was going to beat the shit out the Ravens. Is Lamar coming back? It
No,
really doesn't matter.
no. I think he like may or may not be helped. Would you come back if you're Lamar?
It
Like
wasn't a
after
fumble. That was a fumble. Stop. That's a fucking fumble.
wait. Oh, Garrett's a Titans fan.
Oh, Garrett, stop. That was a fucking fumble. It ain't no way, bro.
I got Chargers in that one easily. I
Yeah,
think.
I think I do too.
I love
I think
WP. I love the culture he's building. I think they fell into they're in a shitty division, right? So it's like,
I think they're
I
a
think
year away from true success.
year or two maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the Chargers in that one. So I don't know what the quarterback situation is with the Ravens. Lamar, I wouldn't come back even if I was like halfway healthy after not
Getting paid,
securing a
right?
bag. Yeah. So regardless who they got a quarterback, I think Bengals clear easily.
Yeah. Bosa
Oh yeah,
and Mike
Mike
Will.
Will.
Yeah, I know Mike Will got hurt.
They said it was just back spasms, but Mike Will's like his body's like been falling apart this season, so I wouldn't bank on him playing for real or making an impact. Somebody said Keenan Allen looks like he's washed. What do you think? I don't watch him too often. I don't catch a lot of
I
Chargers
don't either,
games.
but when I watch him play, he's cooking. So I don't
Hmm.
know. Like when they played against the Colts, he was cooking. So
Hmm.
I don't think he's washed. What's that last game?
Dolphins and Bills.
Yeah, they don't go. The Bills are going to smack them.
These are a lot of rematches too, so it's like not that
Mhm.
like exciting. Because then like you go to the next game, Cowboys and Bucks. That's week 1 rematch. Where Dak looked fucking horrible. I can't wait for him to put up another stinker.
Oh my God! Nah, Tua's not playing.
Tua's cooked.
Dave. Yeah, he shouldn't play again.
No.
As far as Bucks are going to fucking wash the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I truly believe it. I
Tampa
don't.
Bay.
Yeah, I don't. Is Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
Oh, it's over. It's over. Yeah, Buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, y'all gonna get smacked up.
Smash that Bucks money line.
Yeah.
Dak's just not it, bro. I think Dak's a really like he's in a pass heavy offense. He has a lot of weapons around him. He just the dumb QB. I think he just takes a lot. He takes advantage of like extreme talent around him, but also like just makes a lot of stupid decisions.
Yeah, that's exactly like he's good but he's also dumb.
Yeah.
Kind of like the
who
even
can I compare him to
Brett Favre.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
But it's like the even in the pick six, right? They ran that play before the play before, and where Kendall Fuller almost got he dropped it.
He had 2. Yeah.
So like,
and the first one was
throw it again?
Yeah. The first one he threw off his back foot, and the second one he actually set and stared that man down.
He's like, yeah, I got you. Don't even worry about it.
What? Why?
Threw a dart to Kendall Fuller.
Dart? A dot? What was he thinking?
I don't know.
Speaking of dots, Jalen threw an uncharacteristic interception yesterday, but I think he's just on some like, let's try to put these guys away in the game. I don't know.
That, and I think he was trying to get the touchdown record. He just needed one yesterday.
Yeah, they called that shit back. Pissed me off. I had the over 8.5. Pissed me off. But
I knew they wasn't. Me and Dave knew they wasn't covering that.
Well, no. So they covered it, and then it got called back. So because each team had a field goal, and then they took a touchdown off the board for us. So it was for the quarter. But
okay.
Yeah, I think Dak gets exposed. The Bucks are good with preparation. I think once they can kind of lock in and really lock in on a game plan, I think they clear easily. And depending on how Tom plays, I don't know.
It really all depends on Dallas's defense. The Bucks really can't score. They had that anomaly last game where they had 30 plus, and they really only got the 30 plus because I think it was like turnovers or something. Like they like a bunch of turnovers or something that only scored like 30 something. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't like inspiring. But like Tom and Mike Evans had the connection where Mike Evans had like 2 touchdowns. But
it seemed like Dallas be getting cooked by any QB with like functioning kneecaps. Like if they can step out of of the pocket, like it's like Dallas doesn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had Buddy looking like Mike Vick yesterday. Oh yeah, one corner. I forgot y'all had some injuries back there. Giants Vikings. Who do you want to win that? Who do you think's going to win that, and who you want to win?
Hold on.
Text me your fiance.
No, my boss switched the meeting time 5 minutes before. Oh, bro, I'm not going. Crazy. Then talking about where were you at? Nigga, scheduled the meeting 5 minutes before I had to show up. I'm not going to that. I'm fucking dumb.
Giants or Vikings. Who do you want to win, and who you think's going to win?
Giants, Vikings. I think the Giants are gonna win. I Giants to win because I think the Giants suck, and I think the Vikings are frauds.
The biggest frauds in the NFL.
Yeah. I think we blow both of them out.
Yeah. So we've blown both of them out this season. So I don't care who wins. I'd prefer the Giants, even though I say it's hard to be a team 3 times. Please. Send the Giants our way. What do you think about Brock Purdy, bro?
I think he'll get exposed when the team has to actually lock. When you're in the playoffs and the team's they're going to lock in on your flaws. He's going to finally.
I said the same thing. So Jason covers the Niners and the Bay Area sports or whatever. So he's biased, and he's always telling me, he's like, no, Brock's like the real deal. That defense is fire as shit, and they be giving him short fields. But I think when you like you said, when you game plan, you actually can sit down and have some tape on a guy that you've never seen play before. I think they'll fuck him up. Yeah, I'm a hater.
Dave, for Brock Purdy, absolutely, bro. No, you're not about to tell me the last pick in the draft is just this. He just came out of nowhere and he can lead this championship contending team as a rookie, bro. No. Most rookies. So you're telling most rookies in the NFL can't even get past a second read as a QB. So you're telling me he's going to be able to beat. Have to go through 3 contending teams with that will specific with great defense. So he's going to have to go through Philly. If Philly doesn't even win, he'll have to face Tampa Bay's defense, and then whatever defense comes out of the AFC. And then when they got to lock on your flaw, like what you do bad, like you got to remember Brock came in towards the end of the season, so nobody really had any tape on him. There wasn't nothing they can look at, but all right, he doesn't do this well. So like he's had time for teams to be like, that's the same thing I thought about when he first came in.
No, he has God tier weapons. I'm not going to take that away from him, but I think you still got to make the reads. Like when they take the first read away, when they take the second read away, like how is he going to act? Like playoff football is crazy. Like
what's going to happen when
Jalen looked like a dickhead last year?
Yeah, what's going to happen when he can't throw 40 screens, bro? Like to Debo and CMC, bro. Like when they take that away and he has to throw down the field, what's going to happen?
That's all I'm saying. Brandon Ayuk, he's tough. But yeah, I mean, out of this group, the playoffs, right? This playoff pool, who do you actually fear besides Pat Mahomes?
Oh, like the entire
playoff.
Pat and Buffalo. That's it though. Everybody else, I think we're clearly better than.
Yeah, we've been saying that all year.
Yeah, fully healthy, I think we cleared everybody. We clear everybody. And then when Steichen and Sirianni aren't being stupid and like just calling a weird game plan, I think we clear teams.
Bro, we at one point threw like 10 passes straight yesterday. I was like, you just said Jalen was sore?
Like why? Oh, the 49ers. No, bro, because I think if we cleared, like if we
I like
game
the Niners.
plan for Purdy,
that defense is crazy.
No, their defense is tough. I just feel like Purdy has to win them a game, He's not going to be able to do that. Yeah. He has to. He has to win them a game eventually. Yeah. Because the Niners had a crazy defense when they went to the Super Bowl before.
And they had
to win them their game.
Yeah.
He didn't.
They've been here before. They've been here before with worse defenses. Now they have with better defenses. And a better quarterback. I just don't
quarterback play matters, bro. Except for that.
Nah, this man's Mr. Irrelevant, bro. I'm not doing this.
Jimmy G sucks. He didn't lead them, and then when he had to lead them in the Super Bowl, they got smacked up by KC. So, like, your quarterback's gonna have to win you a game,
bro. I would love to play Brock Purdy in Philadelphia. Send him.
That's what y'all forgetting. The shit's in Philly. Nick Foles did not suck, bro.
He's
That
a champion.
playoff, yeah,
Say what
like
you want.
that,
Just
Nick
remember
Foles,
to call him a champion.
Nick Foles. Hold on, people forget Nick Foles was generational through that playoff run. Like he wasn't ass at all through the playoffs, and he
He
had
threw
a generational performance. He threw 500 yards in the Super Bowl.
Bro, the game against the Vikings is probably one of the best quarterback games I've ever seen anybody play.
Yes, bro. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Your quarterback has to win your game. Rex Grossman. That's fine. He didn't. You have to win a
None
game.
of these guys, Rex didn't win. Neither did Jimmy. That's what I'm saying. But Rex
He can
didn't
go
win because
all
he
he
wasn't
want.
good enough to win. We won the Super Bowl because our quarterback won us the game because Nick was good enough to do it.
At the time, and then he was ass. But
now he's super ass.
Yeah,
man. I just knew he had some magic left. When Jalen got hurt, I picked up Nick Foles off the fantasy waiver, fancy free agency. He got cooked. I think he got me like 2.3 points.
Yo, you told me to pick him up and got me smoked. Well, you almost got me smoked.
It was him or Gardner Minshew, but I just didn't believe Gardner was going to go and fry up Dallas like that.
I hate you. I had Gardner too, but I won that game because Devon like 30 points.
Right. Foles also had evidence. That 27-2 stretch.
All I'm saying is,
stop arguing with Cowboys. Why are we arguing with Cowboys fans? Delusion. Love Dave, but no. What else, man? So, who do you want to play? I'd prefer the Giants, but actually, I don't mind the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'd
actually love to play the Cowboys.
It's a lot of teams that I would want to play the Giants. I really want to play the Bucks again because that Jalen can't read shit. I want my lick back from last year.
Same.
And I
actually don't want to play Geno. I don't know. I feel like Geno got some magic to him. He got some magic to him. I don't know. He's
Geno and Purdy.
He was horrible yesterday. I get it, but I don't know. Comeback player of the year.
Geno and Purdy have an insanity run. That's what's going on with them.
I'll take the Bucks. I want to clap them. Cowboys. That would be amazing.
Yeah, because the Cowboys won the Super Bowl.
Suck. Vikings, we'd clap the shit out of them. I just love trolling Vikings fans. All these wins would be very, very satisfying, except for maybe like I don't have no beef with Bay Area fans.
Yeah, they're cool.
Or NFC West. Yeah, he can't read was very disgusting.
Yeah,
and he knew he was mic'd. He knew he was mic'd.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
so I need.
He can't read. That's crazy. That's crazy. And you know that you have to know that's probably like laminated somewhere in whatever gym Jalen lives in over the summer. He for sure obsessed over that. So I can't read. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I need that lick back immediately.
Have to get that back. Have to.
Bills Eagles Super Bowl. I gotta go to the Bill game next year because that shit's gonna be like a
black coach said it. There's a black DC. It was Todd Bowles, right? Todd Bowles was like, he can't.
Todd Bowles didn't say it was some other coach on the sideline. Todd Bowles was right there though. Basically,
was nasty.
Shit, might as well co-signed it.
Yeah, that was nasty. I never seen no shit like that. He said he can't read, and I'm like, say what? So what? No, a Bills Eagles Super Bowl would literally burn Scottsdale to the ground. That's what it's going to be at this year. Two craziest fan bases in the league, most delusional fan base. Not delusional, just like blindly optimistic fan bases. Like I used to watch Eagles games at this bar in San Francisco. It was the only place I was playing them, and it just so happened to be half Bills fans and half Eagles fans. And this is when we both sucked. And then but you could never tell because every Sunday they were like, "Oh, this is the week." Nah, and it was never the week. But like they were so optimistic. I want to say it's probably like Josh Allen's like rookie year or second year before he was like before he figured it out. And this is like when Carson sucked.
Shit. Yeah. See, if they don't go to the Super Bowl this year, then I'm going to. We play them home next year, so that tailgate is gonna be fucking crazy,
insane.
So I got that.
What else, Cliff? What did we miss? From this past week. Buddy pushed that trainer last night. He was wilding.
For what? I'm like the trainer even. I don't know, bro. Weird.
You know, all he said was like, "Yo, can I get by?" Like I know it wasn't nothing nasty.
Yeah, bro. It's fucking DeMar is okay. DeMar Hamlin. So
he is. The NFL is fully running with this propaganda machine that they care about their players. It's
but
crazy,
won't pay them.
crazy.
And
They don't give a
they're trying to
damn.
they're trying to lie that they're trying to lie and say there was never a thought about the players warming up, giving them the warmer. Like
Stop.
they said it 3 different times on the
Stop.
broadcast, and the players warming up. Where the fuck did they hear that from God? Like
Stop. Roger Goodell's NFL. Stop, bro.
like
That was a
we
very
know.
important football game, and you know it hurts you to cancel that game. Stop,
Which is why it took an hour to
bro.
cancel it.
Bro, come on. We weren't boring last night. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Still crazy to think about. What else? What else? What else? That's it, man.
Any concerns going into the playoffs?
Miles ball security, AJ ball security, Devontae getting lit up, Lane being mid when he gets back because he's playing through a crazy injury. Jalen not being fully healthy. I have a lot of concerns, honestly. But like if everything goes well, everything goes well. But like it could go that way. I don't know. Playoffs, like players, like they nut up sometimes. Like,
facts.
And a lot of these guys, a lot of our best players don't have playoff experience, which is not super concerning, but slightly concerning when you're playing like the Bills and the Chiefs, who literally put on the best game ever last season, and it's probably like the season before. Like every time they meet in the playoffs, it's like
it's just crazy.
Top 50 game of all time. Yeah, he gonna
he gonna find something. He ain't gonna feel shit. I know. I tell you that. He ain't gonna feel.
He's not gonna feel shit. He's not gonna feel shit. Yeah, I have zero concerns about like anybody who's willing to like take HGH in the NFL and like you're flipping the coin and like if this is legal or not, and you get caught. Like I like PED guys. You know, I've never not liked PED guys. But yeah, I don't know. It's Jalen's 7-0 against winning teams. Like obviously it's regular season, so it doesn't really mean much. But like he has a little bit of playoff experience, or at least like being humbled in the playoffs. He definitely has a different swagger to him this year, though. Like he's beating his chest. Like shit got come through Philly, so he's different. So we'll see, man.
My biggest concern is Jalen revert. It's been my concern all season. Is Jalen reverting to the Jalen that he was versus like a really good team. I don't know why. It's just me just preparing for the worst, like, and then me saying, "Fuck, I knew it was about to happen." That's my biggest Slay. I'm not concerned about Slay. Just like stop doing stupid shit.
Yeah,
bro, like
Slay doesn't make a lot of dumb plays, but like when he does make dumb plays, you're like, bro, come on.
It's like
yeah,
why?
That was bonehead for like a 7-time, 8-time Pro Bowl or whatever he is. Like, bro, like. That's out of it's not within your character, especially like in the playoffs. Like we're gonna need you to be like have a mean streak to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I a slight concern about Slay. I'm really very high on our secondary though. I think we have a top 5 safety duo. Epps and CJ. Generational D line. Sweat's coming back. He'll be back. Robert Quinn's back. I wouldn't mind if Sue does something dirty. Wouldn't mind it at all. Set the tone. Wouldn't mind it's playoffs. Step on somebody, fall on somebody back. I don't care. We have the pieces, bro. It's just experience.
Not trying to treat. Not trying. Yeah, you're not.
That's a fact.
We talked about it before. We have no problem with the Astros cheating.
That is absolutely a fact.
Cheat and win. Because I'll be a Super Bowl, I'll be a champion forever. You could say that I didn't.
Bro, you ask any Astros fan out here in Houston, they'll be like, "Hell yeah, I don't care that they cheated. We still one of the best teams in the league, and and like they're champions. Who cares?"
If you don't actually take the championship away, I don't give a fuck what punishment you get. We won, so we cheated. Absolutely,
don't care.
I'll do it again.
Don't care if you ain't cheating, you're not trying in my book. Yeah, I don't have any ball security and health, bro. That's it. That's it. And just continue to play the same way you played all year. Yeah. Would you rather go to the parade or the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl.
I say parade
because I've already been to the parade.
Super Bowl is just one. I don't love the viewer experience like in person, like at a game like that. I have to see everything. And I would never be, and like especially like if you're not dropping bread to sit on the 50, you're not gonna see shit.
It's facts. I mean, well, you just asked the question. I'm just saying, I would rather go to the Super Bowl because I haven't been to the parade. Do I have the money to go to it? Absolutely not.
Do you remember how
I do, man.
nerve-wracking the playoff games were in 2017 though? Like I can't.
Yes.
It's gonna be very,
Yeah,
very
yes.
tense.
The actual Super Bowl. I
That
don't
was
think I
probably one
like.
of the worst
I don't think I like.
watches ever.
I don't think I like said a word for like an
No,
hour. I just
bro.
did shit. I was just like they would just make a
When
play and I would just like jump.
when Ertz scored, I wasn't even looking at the TV. I had my wife like give me the subtitle, like play by play. I'm in a bar, like I'm just not looking at TV. It's just stressful, bro. I don't like that feeling, but I think it's
Bro,
gonna be
that
the
shit.
same way.
They try to cheat it. It'll come down to our D line. Yeah, our D line. So I'm never worried about the D line.
D-line been generational this year. Should have had the record, but fucking what's Buddy Nate Webb?
They
fighting
were
for his
in
life.
that. You're telling me. I guarantee
there's
you, the
incentive.
guys were in
There's
that locker room
incentive.
like, do not give them that record. Whatever you do.
Dude, there's an incentive. There's incentive because he had a couple of times where he was just like fighting for his life, wouldn't go down, and then he had the like 2 intentional grounding calls or something like, or 1 intentional grounding call. There's definitely like they're like, do not give them the sack record. Because if we had him, like I would definitely be like, yo, our defense is better than 84 Bears or 85 Bears, 100%. I'm a lie.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's it, man. Appreciate y'all rocking. We'll be back after Monday. Next Monday after the Cowboys lose.
Yeah, after they get smoked up.
Yeah,
we'll be back. We have more content. Oh, make sure y'all if y'all not subscribed, subscribe. Link in the bio, like all that. I'm saying.
Hold us accountable too. Cliff, hold me accountable.
I literally called you out on Twitter 2 weeks in a row, and you just didn't.
I don't be on Twitter like that no more. I'm gonna be back on Twitter. We're trying to push out content every day or every week of the year this year and see what that that shakes out to be.
Follow the TikTok.
Yeah,
is that way
TikTok booming? But I'm in charge of TikTok, so anything I touch is
holy
cold.
shit! Oh my god!
All right, all right, y'all.
Just give me the TikTok password.
All right, that's it.